A time existed when an apple was just a fruit, but an idea, born in a garage, was about to forever change the world of technology. This is the story of Apple Inc., a company that started with a humble seed and grew into a colossal tree of innovation. In the mid-70s, two friends, Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak, found themselves in the heart of Silicon Valley. They were both visionaries, dreamers, individuals who saw the world not as it was, but as it could be. And in the cluttered space of a suburban garage in Los Altos, California, they began to assemble their vision for the future. They wanted more than just to create a product, they wanted to spark a revolution. They dreamt of a world where technology was not just for the elite few, but accessible to all. A world where a computer could sit on every desk, in every home. This was a vision that seemed almost impossible at the time. Computers were enormous, expensive machines, far beyond the reach of the average person. But Jobs and Wozniak were undeterred. They saw the potential in the microprocessor, a small chip that could perform the same functions as those massive computers. Together, they worked tirelessly, day and night, turning their garage into a makeshift lab. They soldered and tinkered, built and rebuilt, driven by a shared belief that they could make a difference. And in 1976, they introduced the Apple I, a personal computer kit that users could assemble themselves. The Apple I was just the beginning. It was the seed from which a technological giant would grow. But more than that, it was a statement, a declaration that technology was for everyone. It was the first step on a journey that would change the world. Two visionaries, one garage and a dream that would shape the future of technology. This was the birth of Apple Inc., the seed from which the apple tree began to grow. With the Apple II, the vision became a reality, a computer for the masses. The year was 1977. The world was on the cusp of a technological revolution, and at the heart of it all was the Apple II. This wasn't just another gadget. The Apple II was a statement, a symbol of a new era. It was a machine that dared to imagine a world where computers weren't locked away in labs or exclusive to tech enthusiasts. It was a device that dared to dream of a world where computers were as common as televisions in households. What set the Apple II apart wasn't just its technical prowess, although it was a marvel in its own right. It was the philosophy behind it. The belief that technology should be accessible, that it should be user-friendly, that it should empower people, not intimidate them. The Apple II was a testament to this belief. With its easy-to-use interface and affordable price tag, it broke down the barriers between people and technology. The impact was tremendous. The Apple II didn't just sell well, it changed perceptions. It made people realize that they could understand and use computers, that these machines weren't just tools for scientists or businesses, but could be a part of their everyday lives. It was a turning point, a moment when the world started to see the potential of personal computing, and the world took notice. Other companies followed suit, creating their own versions of the personal computer. The tech industry was never the same again. The era of personal computing had arrived, and it was Apple that had ushered it in. The Apple II was more than just a product. It was a catalyst, a spark that ignited a revolution. It was the embodiment of Apple's mission, a mission to make technology accessible to everyone. It was a mission that would shape the company's future and set the stage for its many disruptive innovations. Apple took technology from the labs and put it in living rooms, setting a precedent that would define its future. And the Apple tree continued to grow, its branches reaching out, changing the landscape of technology with each new innovation. Every great story has its twists and turns, and Apple had its share of challenges. The 80s and 90s were a roller coaster for the company, with soaring highs and crushing lows. The departure of Steve Jobs in 1985 marked a tumultuous period for Apple, as they grappled with market competition and internal strife. But under the surface, the seeds of innovation continued to sprout. The resilience of Apple was tested, and they didn't just survive. They learned, adapted, and grew. The return of Jobs in 1997 signaled a new chapter for Apple, a storm of creativity and ambition that would transform not just the company but the entire tech landscape. This period of adversity was pivotal. It wasn't just about weathering the storm, it was about harnessing its power. In adversity, Apple didn't just endure, it evolved, setting the stage for a revolution. With the iPod, Apple didn't just change technology, they changed our relationship with music. In the early years of the 21st century, Apple introduced the iPod, a device that revolutionized the way we consume music. No longer were we bound by the restrictions of physical media. Music became something we could carry in our pockets, a constant companion on our daily journeys. The iPod was more than just a music player, it was a symbol of a cultural shift. It transformed the way we accessed, stored, and listened to our favorite tunes. With the ability to hold thousands of songs in one compact device, it ushered in an era of music on demand, anytime, anywhere. This wasn't just an evolution, it was a revolution. The iPod personalized our music experience, it made soundtracks for our lives, and in doing so, Apple didn't just sell us a product, they sold us an experience. Apple turned music into a personal, constant, portable experience, redefining entertainment. Then came the iPhone, transforming not just telephony, but our way of living and interacting. In 2007, a ripple of anticipation swept through the tech world. Apple, a company already known for its innovative feats, was about to drop a bombshell. The stage was set, the audience was hushed, and then, in his signature style, Steve Jobs unveiled the iPhone. This wasn't just a phone, it was a revolution packed into a sleek, pocket-sized device. It was the world at our fingertips, literally. It brought together three products: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. But in reality, it was so much more. The iPhone revolutionized communication. It took the concept of a mobile phone and catapulted it into a new realm, one where we could carry not just a device for calls and texts, but our entire digital worlds in our pockets. It was a camera, a music player, a gaming console, a GPS, a web browser, and countless other things all rolled into one. But perhaps the most significant contribution of the iPhone was how it redefined our everyday lives. It changed the way we work, the way we play, the way we connect, and the way we interact. It made the world smaller, yet it opened up infinite possibilities. It was a tool for creativity, a platform for innovation, and a catalyst for change. The iPhone also sparked a new wave of technological advancement. It paved the way for the App Store, which in turn gave birth to millions of apps that touch every aspect of our lives. It sparked the smartphone revolution, setting the bar high for all future mobile devices. The iPhone didn't just change the game, it created a new one, redefining the boundaries of technology. It showed us that a phone could be more than just a phone. It could be a window to the world, a personal assistant, a canvas for creativity, and so much more. It was, in essence, a pocket-sized revolution. Steve Jobs was more than a CEO. He was a visionary, constantly pushing the boundaries of the possible. His speeches, like his products, were filled with passion, charisma, and an unparalleled foresight. He didn't just predict the future of technology, he created it. Jobs' landmark 2005 Stanford commencement address, where he urged graduates to stay hungry, stay foolish, became a mantra for innovation. His words echoed his belief in the power of persistence, curiosity, and the courage to follow one's heart and intuition. His innovation wasn't confined to eloquent speeches. From the groundbreaking Apple II to the revolutionary iPhone, Jobs' products were a testament to his belief in the intersection of technology and liberal arts. He wasn't just creating gadgets, he was crafting experiences, fostering connections, and altering the way we interact with the world. Jobs' death in October 2011 sent ripples through the tech world and beyond. The outpour of tributes from around the globe was a testament to his impact. People gathered at Apple stores, leaving flowers, candles, and thank you notes. World leaders, tech giants, and everyday users mourned the loss of a man who had not just changed technology, but had changed their lives. Yet, in the years since his passing, we see that Jobs' spirit is far from gone. It's alive in every Apple product, in every intuitive interface, every sleek design, every boundary-pushing innovation. It's there in Apple's commitment to privacy, to quality, and to pushing the human race forward. Jobs once said, "I want to put a ding in the universe." And that he did. He didn't just shape Apple, he shaped an entire era, an entire industry, an entire world. And his influence continues to be felt, his vision still guiding Apple into the future. Jobs shaped Apple and through it, the world. His legacy continues in every Apple product,